All right, I'm excited to be having this conversation with Amy Kuo. Thank you for being here.
Hi.
Hello, hello. So tell us, share with the audience a little bit about you, Amy.
Um, Hi, my name is Amy Kuo. I'm a realtor for 6 years and I mainly work at West LA. I have been working with Amy in her program for half years. And the past 1.5 years was a very important progressive in my life, and I have been performing a very good result, and I'm so happy to on board with her mentorship and able to share a little bit about me today.
Yay, awesome. We're excited to have you and for you to share your experiences and your transformations with the audience. So to begin, why don't we start off with what are some of your biggest shifts during the mentorship, Amy? What did you learn?
Um, I think my biggest shift it's about my mindset, because I used to be a person who has a lot of fear and who has a lot of like negative thoughts and self-doubt. And so when I meet Amy, I feel like I'm a little bit depressed, and I'm like really don't know why am I doing a lot of things I was doing. I was doing very well before I meet Amy too. I was like triple my income back then, and I was happy with my result, but I wasn't really happy. I mean, I'm happy with my result, but I'm not happy deep inside about myself.
Mm.
I thought maybe I'm lucky, and maybe something just coincident happened, and at also I was a lot of like self-doubt about a lot of things I do, and I just wasn't sure about a lot of things. But after I meet Amy and work with her with a lot of things about my mindset and my self-image, I was able to like, oh my God, that's why I was having that kind of feeling back then. And I think the mindset shift and the confidence increase was the biggest shift for me. But I do have a lot of like a performance shift, and I also triple another time of my income, but it wasn't really very important for me. It's more like a mindset and who you becoming. So that's my share.
Yes, that's beautiful, Amy. So just to put it into context, okay? So before you met me, you are already very successful real estate agent in West LA. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So then afterwards, after we were working together, so the money was good, right? You were earning a lot of income, but then for some reason inside, it was you didn't feel fulfilled, right? Something didn't
Yes.
feel like that. Yeah. And then after working with me, I think biggest thing I saw in you was that knowing who you are, right? And also going back to what you said earlier, like self-love, right?
Yes.
Loving yourself. Yeah.
Yes, that's how you taught me like how to love myself. And just a little bit quick share that I used to work like 16 hours per day nonstop. And until I'm like really totally drained it for the whole day, exhausting, and I don't know when to stop, and I don't know how to love myself. That's why I was really not feel fulfilled about my success. And but after working with Amy, like before I got on this call, I was working all day already. I woke up almost like 5 a.m. each day, and then I work, and never stop. But I was able to like try to took a nap. I actually took a nap for about an hour this afternoon before getting on the call, because I know I need to be ready to be interviewed, and also I have another 2 meeting after this, so I can get back to my energetic, energy before continue to the day. And I think that's a very, very big thing for me. Like maybe other people, it's okay to rest, but for me, it's like a high achiever. We continues to push through and we don't know when to stop. That's kind of a lack of self-love, and that's also a very big shift for me to know how to love myself. And that's making me a lot of happier.
Absolutely, absolutely. We always talk about self-love, right?
Yes.
Because it's so easy to give to others, and we know we want to give to others, right? Like you're all about service, and your clients love you because you go beyond, right? Way beyond your service. And that's why, you're really successful in your business and your clients love you. At the same time, there's a lot of times like you feel burnt out, right? Feeling like you're doing, contributing to others, but then there's no time to fill your own cup, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm so glad to hear that, Amy, now that you're learning to fill your own cup first, because you're the most important thing, right? Whether
Yes.
that's in your business or whether that's in your life, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And I know for some people, like you said, taking a nap seems like it's nothing, but for you, like, wow.
It's huge for me. Yes. Because I learned to, if I don't have something, how do I give others that things?
Right.
So it's just so important for me to, I'm like a machine, right? I need to give myself a self take care in order for this machine to run even longer for my client and for my family and for myself too.
Absolutely, absolutely. It starts with you, Amy. Right?
Yes.
When you feel good, then you take care of yourself, then you can take care of others. Yeah. Beautiful. So share with us what have you manifested? So what has happened since us working together in your personal life as well as your professional life?
For my professional life, I think it's about it. Most of people want to know like income wise, production wise. Yes, I can share my production. My production was tripled after I joined you, but it was triple already before. So I actually 10 times my production in 2 years. And it was huge for me. And it was also huge for a lot of people. And also, I think after I joined with Amy's mentorship, I learned how to leverage. So I starting to create my team, and I hire multiple people to help me with a lot of my service because I really want to give my client excellent service. And I was doing it all myself in the past, but Amy was able to help me to get over that, you should leverage, it's who you've been. And if you are a high achiever, you should have somebody help you. And it was so hard at the beginning for a realtor to hire your first assistant. And then Amy helped me like kind of change my mindset and learn. And there was a lot of like challenging when you're hiring people because you need to do the double work. And then she was able to help me to handle all the challenging through the time. And I was really happy I have a team right now instead of myself work. And so that's the part of my business. Like we triple our production, and then we hit our goal definitely twice. Because in the middle of time, we already hit it, and we increased the goal, and then we hit it again. And our team was just from myself to grow until we have right now. Besides me, I have another 4 team member with me. So it was huge. And also for my personal life, I think I learned a lot, like how to fast change my mindset and get out from negative emotion, and also how to turn around a relationship between me and my team member or my family, like people around me. And like a lot of time I feel really down, like when I'm facing challenging, and I will instantly tell Amy, hey, what happened and what should I do right now? And then she will help me with a lot of different maths, like a tapping skill. We do tapping meditation, and then we do forgiveness exercise. That was a huge for me because I oftentimes meeting some challenging, it was stick in my mind for a long time and I couldn't get out. But Amy was able to help me with that. So I was able to stand for myself, to have my big Amy protect the little Amy. I mean, big Amy will protect my little Amy Guo, and to be a strong person instead of like someone who always fear and doubt about myself. So That's huge for me.
It is huge, Amy, and I'm so proud of you. Seriously, for standing up for you, right? Because who else is gonna stand up for you if you don't stand up for you, right? And you know, it's great. Like, and then congratulations with your professional success. But like you said earlier, before you came into the mentorship, you were already very successful yourself, right? Because you had a lot of successes. Okay, so just to give it into context, okay, if you don't mind sharing with the audience, like you said, you hit your goal last year, right? 2021,
Yeah.
2021. Yeah. Okay. What was the number that you and your team hit?
We hit the sales volume of I think 36 million last year.
Wow, that's amazing. 36 million in business.
Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. And so you know, with the financial part, that's huge, right? A lot of people look at you, but it's mostly how you feel at the end of the day, right? How you feel about yourself, your self-image, like you mentioned.
So I was just really amazed by myself, like, holy, we just hit that again. And because I remember last year in 2020, I wrote a letter to the end of year to myself, and then that number hit too. And so the next year in 2021, I also wrote a letter to the end of year to myself, and then on April I already hit it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna write another ridiculous number, and just to see if this is just coincidence. And I just wrote down something like really ridiculous to the end of year, and I only laughed for like 8 months, and then it hit it again, exactly the number. And I was like, oh my God, I'm manifesting machine.
You are, Amy. You are a manifesting machine. You are. It's just a lot of people didn't know that, right? We are always manifesting, always. It's just whether what you want or what you don't want, right?
Yeah, it was really amazing. Like, oh my God, I can hit anything I wrote down.
Yes, you can. You
Yes.
really can, right? Like, thank you for sharing that, because now you're really giving the audience belief that yes, right? Like you can. But you know, they're looking at you, Amy. They're like, oh well, you know, Amy can do this, but maybe I can't, right? So for people that are, you know, thinking that, oh, they're not able to do that. Do you have any piece of advice for them?
Um, for me, to giving others advice, I think it just you have to have self-realization, because you can have all the information, all the mentorship, all the coach around you, but if you don't open up, believe that you can do it, or willing to do it, you probably not gonna step out on the first step. And the first step is the hardest one. And so if you're willing to open up, sign up for Amy's mentorship or do anything that might give you a very big push, I think you should just take it and believe yourself that you can do it. Yeah, because you are the only thing that, can help you get to anywhere. It's not about any other thing outside. It's about yourself. You have like a unlimited potential that you can manifest everything you want.
Yes, absolutely. Wow. So powerful, Amy. So powerful. And you know, I just want to take this time to really congratulate you. You've come pretty far, meaning like your transformation, right? And I know it wasn't easy at times, right? I know it
A
wasn't.
lot of crying. I often call Amy, oh my God, something just happened. I'm so sad now. I'm so challenged. I want to quit now. And every time Amy pushed me through, and then one thing I really love Amy is we both females, and female has more compassion. It's not like a discrimination about males, but I just don't. I work with a lot of male coaching too, but a lot of time they are more unethical, and then they say, no, you don't do this and that, but they don't have compassion for your situation and for your feeling. But Amy does, and she's like, oh my God, how you feel, I understand. And then she acknowledged my feeling, and then walk me through all the emotion that I have. And then, but at the same time, she gave you the confidence and energy that you can get out of this. And boom, instantly change my mindset. And then I'm better. And I can move forward again. And it's not like the successful, it's not about you jumping to the goal right away. It's like a long journey that you have to keep yourself motivated each time you hitting challenging or anything, right? It's not like a one-time thing. So you really need someone give you a long time support throughout the process.
Yes, absolutely. It's not, I call it, it's not a marathon, right? It's not a sprint, it's a marathon.
Yes, totally.
It's a process, and through the process, there's gonna be people that come up, right? There's gonna be things that come up, right? It's life, of course, but then it's like when we hit those challenges, what do, right? Because we cannot avoid them. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why I really, I love just empowering you, because it's within you. I want to empower you, so then you have the tools to help yourself to lift up, right? I'm just here to provide guidance for you, but at the end of the day, you're doing the work, and you're such a great student, Amy. You're such a great student. I'm like, wow, you're everything I tell you, you're very coachable, and that's I think that's one of the reasons why, Amy, besides that, you really provide good service and you have really good work ethic, that you're really successful, is because you're really coachable.
Yes, I am.
Yes.
Yeah, I really like to try everything I haven't tried before, and I like to stick with the good habits. And every tools I use, if it's effective for me, I continue to use it. Sometimes I forgot. Amy remind me all the time. Tapping, did you do tapping today? Did you do meditation today? Did you do this and that today? And I was like, yes, I need to do that. That was effective for me. And so sometimes you just forgot. It's not that you don't know how to do it, but you just need to have a good coach continues to help you to get through.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
be coachable. That's definitely number one advice for anybody.
Yes, thank you for that. So for anyone that's listening, truly, right, if you have the desire to change and you want to change your results, but you got to be open, right? Because Amy, you're very open. You're like, okay, if whatever I'm doing is not working, then let me be open to other options, right? It doesn't hurt.
Yes, and Amy also assigned me a very good reading partner. So we read every week. We actually wake up 5 a.m. to read. And I'm so glad that Amy created this mentorship program that able to let me have someone willing to wake up 5 a.m. with me to do the reading, and it was incredible. Kitty was awesome, and it was just when you study with others, you guys learning together, grow together, and you found that people are in the same frequency with you, same vibration, and you feel like, really, really touch and grow together. And the feeling is just something that I couldn't find it outside of this mentorship.
Yeah, for sure. Like
and then the reading part with the partner, accountable partner, matching with me with good partner, it was so helpful.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. And actually, you inspire her, Kitty, to wake up early. You inspire her. Actually, she doesn't normally wake up at 5, and she's like, oh, wait, Amy wakes up at 5. Okay, I'm gonna wake up at 5. You see, you two help each other, and that's truly what this community is, right?
This week, she told me that she's starting to wake up at 4 a.m.
Oh my god, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, and that's the beauty of this tribe and this community, right? It's to support each other. And you said you were on the same frequency, and it feels so good to be able to resonate with people, right? Because it's not easy to find someone that's on the same frequency, right? You agree?
Yes, very hot.
Yeah, because especially you're changing, you're going to advance to the next level, right? Not everyone are able to come with you, and that's just how it is. So your energy is going to attract your new tribe, and that's why we're here today.
Yeah, and I remember back then, half years ago, when I first joined Amy, each time I talked to her, I was crying about my friendship. I was crying about all the, like, those things right now for me is like, why you even cry for that? And I was changed to another totally different person right now. And it was just amazing for me. How do I let go a lot of things in the past? And it was just, I can't do it without you. Thank you, Amy.
Oh, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But again, I want to say that you're the one who did the work, Amy. I'm here to guide you and show you, and that's my job. But then you're the one who did the work. So give yourself on the pat on the back, right? And that's self-love. Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. It all comes down to that. So with that, any last words, Amy, for the audience?
Mm, just one more thing I want to share. I remember when I first joined your co, I started learning a lot of different things. And there are one days when I talked to one of my team member, and she was like, she can significantly feel my difference. And then she said like, Amy, this class is very effective. I think you changed a lot. And I was like, yeah.
Wow, people noticing. Yeah.
My husband also noticed too, and then he knows that sometimes I'm like really sad in certain emotion, couldn't get it out, and then I'll tell him that I need to talk to Amy right now, and then he knows, and then he will give me time, and then after that is so much better. And yeah, I really appreciate that. Like a lot of moments for my down moment, you were able to lift me up, and it's just so important for me, like greatest support from you.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. It's beautiful. Yeah, thank you. So with that, Amy, I want to thank you again for coming on, and I'm very excited for you for your transformation. This is we're scratching the surface, right? Now that I can feel your energy is much lighter,
Yes.
right? Yeah,
Yes.
and your self image is totally shifted. So I'm very excited for you to what's to come. You're already successful, okay? But I think for you is to learn how to go within and really give yourself some self-love, and that's everything. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, thank you, Amy, for coming on again. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you for
Bye.
spending time with me. Okay, bye.
Bye.